See if I can get it to turn sideways. There it is, it rotated. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just trying to adjust this camera here. There we go. Alright. So I am going to be setting this background up for those who have not seen an installation video yet. This is going to be very simple. There's only 4 pieces, so it's taken me a while to get to this point. I've been sick. I've been, I don't know, just a lot of stuff, so yeah. But we're here, so get this done. Before we start, I'll just give you guys a small update of these tanks. They're all doing pretty good. I threw this log in there. I wanted to give you guys a video of an unboxing of the logs and the rocks that Aquadecor sent me. I did a video, actually a 2-part video, and it got messed up pretty bad because I ended up deleting it, so I apologize. So eventually I'm gonna go over these with you, but I'll just go over them briefly with you for right now. But this tank is doing pretty good. I did make one mistake. I put one of my Mdoko white lips in with the bigger guys, and this was about a week ago, and he got torn up pretty bad. I'm not sure where he is in there at the moment. I think he's just hiding, or maybe he's in the log. This thing says rotate device lock. Alright, so I don't know what that's about. But I figure I'd go live, this way you guys can watch the whole video instead of getting sections and parts. We'll go over here to this tank, give you guys an update. I took the log out of this tank, the big log, and what I did is I added these Aquadecor branches, which is pretty cool. For now, because that other tank's not done, but I do like them a lot in here, so I might just keep them in here. Got a large pleco. It's kind of adopted him. He's just crazy huge, but I've had him a little while, no problems. You know, some people are going to say, oh, you shouldn't have that big of a pleco in that tank or whatever, but this is a pretty large tank, so he's doing really good with these fish. But everybody's still doing well. All is good. I added three of the branches in here out of 5 that I've received from them. I did take that other log that was in here out only because it would not sink. I'm not sure why it wouldn't sink, but it wouldn't sink. So I'm gonna contact the people who I've purchased it from and hopefully figure that out at some point. I can't believe this guy's just chilling out here the way he is. My screen right now, it says rotate device, and it shows a lock button because I have it rotated. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm hoping you can't when I'm done with this video. I guess we'll see. So, but alright, let's get real quickly, go sit down real quickly. I'm just going to show you guys these rocks that it came with. It actually did not come with this one. This one came with the 220 gallon. This right here is the stand-up log that I was telling you guys about, and it comes with that little piece on the bottom, so you could silicone it to the bottom of the tank, which I'm going to wait to do until I have it up. I think for now all I'm going to do is put that log in and this rock. I think I'm going to leave these 2 out because there's only so much space in there, and I like the fact that I have some options, but I don't want to overcrowd it. So alright, so we're going to go back over here and begin this installation. You ready? Alright. We are going to, let me see. To begin this installation, I should have just said what you guys will need. What I suggest is obviously your silicone, your caulking gun, and what you'll need is a cloth, just in case you add any spill or whatever mess you want to clean. I prefer to put a light in there this way I can see what I'm doing now. And then the background, it's pretty easy. So, alright, we're going to begin by grabbing this piece because it is number 1, and again it has the serial number on there, which is cool. Alright, so come around this way right here. And in these circles right here is where you're going to want a silicone. And don't be afraid to use a lot, because you want this to stay in the tank and do what it's supposed to be doing. So we're going to start right over here. This was kind of a used silicone, so hopefully I can get it to go. If not, we have another one. Nope. Alright, so we're going to take this one out. We're going to take this one out and poke another couple holes in it to see what happens. If I can take it out. Now that I started popping it out a little bit. There we go. Okay. This gun comes with a little poker so that you're able to...
Somebody said, "What you doing?"
Hey, what's up? What's their name?
Freak. Said, I don't. They
Right.
disappeared.
Say hello. Did they disappear?
Yeah.
Alright. So, oh, a little couple malfunctions here.
Aqua Funk W/Angel.
Okay.
So
Alright,
that's
here we
what
go.
it is.
And we're off again. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're going to do this end piece. As you guys notice, I'm just kind of throwing it on there. You don't have to be particular with it and be perfect, because it's just going to get smushed down anyway. But it does suck to breathe it in, so be careful. Alright, let's see and make sure there's no other spots. The silicone. Nope, I think we are all good. So this piece is going to go in first, and this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is just guiding it into the tank so that you don't smush it against anything. So just be careful while you do this. And once you have it about where you want it, set it down. Once you set it down, you're going to want to put and apply some pressure on it. So push down and kind of move it left and right and up and down. You're going to want to put some force. You don't have to be so gentle with it, because it's meant to move around. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the first piece is on. Alright, so it's saying, look over here, it's saying the second piece to go on is the other part, which is going to go on this side right here. So we're going to put some more silicone on this one. They're all labeled and numbered. As you see, this is 2, the other one said 1. It even shows you where the next piece is going to be. So 3, and it's showing you it's going to be that way.
Is it upside down?
What's that?
Is it upside down, somebody said?
Right now for the installation process, it's kind of upside down because I am doing it on the floor. I like to leave the tank on its side while I do these so that it dries nice and there's no complications with it moving.
Where did you get it from?
This is from Aquadecor. And it's a custom background, so I can't like pinpoint exactly which one it is because we technically gave them pretty much gave them the ideas of
Are
what I
they
wanted.
expensive now that the king of DIY blew up their name all over YouTube?
I don't want to say the king of DIY blew up their name because they were an established company before this started. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't work for them. I just really support what they do as a company. Aquadecor, they're amazing people, and I don't want to. I mean, to say expensive is, it depends. I mean, everybody has their own version of expensive. So I'd say if you're really interested in buying one, get a quote. You can go right onto their website and get a quote from them automatically without having to even talk to anybody anymore. So. Alright, so the second one is going to go in just like this. It's pretty easy. And it's in there. Oops, sorry. So we're going to do the same thing. You're just going to kind of shake it left and right, shake it around a little bit, and get it in there nice. Cool. So that's in there. After I get the branches in, we can make other adjustments. Here, look it over here. You could show me, it don't matter. Alright, this is number 4. And some of these pieces, oops, that was not good. Alright, some of these pieces are going to say full silicone. And that just means silicone everything in there. And I chipped it a little bit right there, but it's on the inside, so that's fine. Let me see this one right here. Number 3. Alright, this is the one we want. Let's go back over this way.
Scoop.
Alright. Good thing I got a second tube, because I think this one is done for. There we go. Anybody else saying anything yet or no?
No.
Okay.
You got one like.
Cool. I didn't really expect too many people to get on here.
Yeah, it's 2 people right now.
Hoping this will at least help some people that are interested in trying to do this.
Yep.
So alright, I'm just gonna cut the silicone open, the new one, because we ran out.
Did the last one like cut out or something?
Yeah, it's all done for. Which, I'm surprised there was that much in there. Oh wait, you gotta poke it.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
Most people are still at work.
Yeah, they are. I just figured instead of recording like 4 different videos, because my phone only allows me to do 10 minutes at a time. Hold on, my phone only allows me to do 10 minutes at a time. So I have to either go live or record all these videos in parts. It's just easier to do this all in one. Alright, go ahead.
Somebody said love Aquadecor.
Yeah, they're an amazing company.
My mom said, how are you guys doing?
What?
My mom said, how are you guys doing?
Alright. I'm going to put a lot of silicone on this piece because I have a bunch extra silicone and I don't want these coming out. Alright, there we go. Set this right here. Alright, so number 3, let's make sure there's no other places to silicone. This is a tree branch, which is kind of different than what I'm usually used to dealing with, but it's the same basis. So without dropping this piece, we're going to try to get it in here somehow. I haven't scouted this part out yet. You can show it. I haven't scouted this part out yet, so if I drop it or make a mistake, you guys will notice. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's in there. Just gonna drop it in. There we go. Alright, I'm not gonna push this down too much right now because I wanna, these pieces have to come together, and I wanna make sure that these 2 branches come together properly. You guys will see what I mean.
It says, is your son into, it ended.
What's wrong?
It said about Like, am I into fish tanks? And then it cut out.
Well, answering, are you?
Yeah, sort of.
You used to have a 10-gallon Innovative Marine.
Yeah, I used to have a little fish. I really liked him. I think it's one of the fish that like cleaned up the tank.
No, he was a Maui.
Oh yeah, Mo.
What was his name?
Mo.
Mo?
Yeah.
Alright.
But we got some aggressive fish in there, and he ended up passing.
I think it was because you didn't take care of the tank too well. You could be honest.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, let's check this side.
What's going
Anything
in
on
this
it?
tank?
I'm still uncertain. I wanted to make it a planet tank, but I still haven't had time to do research and do things because I've never did it. Just a planet tank in general, so have to wait and see. This is going to be tough without getting anything on here, so I'm going to have to come in through this side, I think. Hopefully.
This is so risky.
Okay. There we go. Alright, a little bit more to go, and we are almost in. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna drop this one down and try to meet these guys together so that this gap goes away. Hopefully. Move some of this stuff out the way.
Hope you measured it right well.
Oh yeah, it's measured well. There we go. Gotta get this piece to go. This might be a little tough because it keeps wanting to come apart. So we're gonna push this one down. There we go.
Don't worry about that crack. That's what they make Java most for.
That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that. Okay. Let me see. Just not lining up completely the way I wanted to. I did have it lined up at one point before I started, so I know it does. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a little tough because I'm not sure, maybe if I shim this part right here for now and then take it out when it dries, it'll stay together.
Hey kiddo, can you try turning the camera on its side or the opposite of whatever?
Here, turn it like this. Like this. I think that's good. It should say rotate like that. Is that better?
Better?
Alright, we need some shims, something to shim it with.
Nope.
Rotate it again, see what happens. Come on, cameraman.
That?
How's that? Okay.
15% by the way.
It's okay. So you work that camera and get that worked out.
Tell me if this is better. Better view, but I have two large black screens on either side of the picture.
Ugh. Sorry. Maybe if you back away a little bit and then rotate it. It's hard to see because the fish tank itself, this room is elongated this way, so
it happens.
It's a little hard to tell. Oh man, we're gonna move this up and push push that in. There we go.
That's a better view.
Is it? Good. I'm going to try to shim this. Never had to use these shims before, but I just want to make sure that this gap is closed up as much as I can get it closed up. Better off doing it now than regretting it, not doing it later. Try this one. There we go.
It's not the camera. Click the maximize works for me.
What is it?
Not the camera.
Hold on. Click the maximize works for me. What is that? Let me see what this thing is. Yeah, I have no clue. We're like, I don't know, we're not really good at this whole camera thing, but we'll try. I'm not sure, but oh well, go ahead. We're just gonna have to try to finish this and hope for the best.
Not for you, just us viewing all. Oh, you're saying like they do it.
Okay. Alright. And this came out, so we're gonna shim this a little bit better. Right there. Okay. And bigger shim. There we go. It's pretty close, I think.
That looks good.
I'm just really I'm not really sure about this. Okay, we need one over there. And I'll pull this one out just a little bit. And one more right here. Nope, not big enough. You grab one or two more shims. Alright, sorry about that, guys. It keeps going in and out, so I'm going to try to finish this up and make it quick. If I can rotate this camera now. Nope, it's not allowing me to. So, that might be a problem. Oh, there it is. Here, you try to get the... Oh, nope. This is... There we go. Sorry. Having some camera difficulties here.
About how many gallons do you think that background takes away from the tank?
In this tank, I'm not sure. I can't let you guys know because what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it just to make sure. I'm going to put I forgot what it's called now, but I can get them at Home Depot where it measures the water that comes out of the tap and goes into the tank. So once I find out, I will post a video about that too. If I had to guess, I'm not even sure because it's just so tough because these rocks go
Flow
in
meter.
and out and what?
Flow meter, you said?
Yeah, yep, flow meter, sorry. Just not satisfied with just this spot right here. I wonder if I shim this side up somehow, if it'll kind of... There we go.
Hey Mike, somebody said.
Hey, how are you? Who is it?
Jim Hanley.
Hey, Jim. How are you, Jim? Okay. Alright, let's try to back this tank up a little bit. And then...
Hi Jim, somebody said.
What?
Somebody said hi to him.
And I'm going to remove all this stuff off of here. Alright, you can show them what it looks like from the front now if you want.
This one?
Yeah, here. I'll show them. Just going to rotate this camera and hopefully you guys can see the tank. You can pick that light up if you want. Hold on, there it is. Now it's rotated. So it took most of that gap away, but there's still going to be a little bit of a gap there, but it almost looks natural now, so I'm not too worried about that. He says, how much do you think the total background weighs? Maybe 15 pounds. I mean, it's probably a lot less, 10 pounds. I'm not sure. It's really not heavy because it's made out of more or less styrofoam and whatever material they use to put coating on it or whatever they do. Let me see what else. This camera is like terrible. Anyone want any Texas cichlids fries? I have about 100. Wow, that's awesome. Might take you up on that. Maybe start another little tank. Grow them out. That's really cool. Alright, here, you take the camera and you can stand. Yeah, there you go. You can stay standing over here. I'm just going to try to fix that gap just a little bit more. Might as well keep playing with it now that I have the time. Right.
Where is everybody from in here? Oh.
Is that somebody asked that or?
Yeah.
New York.
They are fun fish to watch grow. I think you should. And then they are fun fish to watch grow.
That would be cool.
Oh, that actually looks good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like just in the middle so it shows everything.
Alright, so we'll leave that alone then. Perfect. Alright, that's it. So
Hope you guys enjoy.
I've never used these shims before, but like I said, it's working to close that gap up, but I've also never had a branch in there like that, so, or a tree trunk. He says, I'm in North Jersey. Nice. Not too far. Alright, so let's try to, I'm not sure if the camera rotated it or not again, but give you guys a view of these tanks. Show you one of the 240. This is where the 75 is going to go for now, until I clear out a room. I didn't really want it in my theater room, but it just happened to end up that way. Eventually it's going to make its way in this, I have a room off to the side. I'm going to make that like a fish room at some point, once I get that cleaned up. Thanks, man. It's coming up for some air. This guy's a monster. All right. A lot of these guys have grown so much in the grow out, the 125 grow out here, but it just takes forever. Let me see. He says, I got some live black worms at the meeting last night, but they're a challenge to work with. Nice. I breed angels, so I only have bristlenose in my tanks. Nice. I have one bristlenose. He's somewhere in here. He is. I had him for a while. I actually had two, and for some reason they killed the other one, and this one they just let go. So I have some catfish in here too. I'm not sure where they are, but they're up there. One of them is right there, and the other one is up in here. I don't know if you guys can see them too well, but we gotta get this camera situation figured out. My phone is actually broke right now. I cracked everything on it, and about the only thing that works on it at the moment is my camera. So, which is actually cracked too. So I got to get a new phone. Do the plecos damage the 3D background from sucking at it? No, they don't. Not at all. So I haven't had any issues with any of the fish with damage in the background. I've had a couple different types of fish in here, and I know some other people with different types of fish, so no issues so far. I've only seen one issue ever, and that was with a guy who said that the actual color of the background had faded, and I'm not sure what happened with that, if that was an issue due to whatever he was doing with the tank, or maybe there was a real issue, but it's the only thing I've ever seen anybody really complain about. And so far I haven't had any issue myself. Yeah, I'm gonna let this one dry. Oh, went off rotate again. I'm gonna let this one dry and get it back up on top of there. I still have to paint this canopy for it. I picked up this canopy pretty cheap. I'm gonna paint this black. I was gonna do the whole tank white, but I think I'm just gonna keep it all black and get it up and running. I got a Sun 704B filter for it. Like I said, I don't know too much about Planet Tank still. I still haven't did enough research. Excuse me. Between being sick and dealing with some other personal issues, I just haven't had time. So I do know that there's a couple plants that I do have to learn about and figure out, because I want to put them on the background itself at some point. I'm going to let this sit for probably about 24 hours, and then once I'm confident enough that it's dry, maybe even 48 hours for this, just so that doesn't split up in the middle there. And then once I'm confident enough, I'll pull these pieces of wood out of here and I will get it set up. It says, okay, so I gotta head out, so I'll go now, but the background looks good, and good luck on the plans. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Oh. I just feel sick right now. I gotta get better. I thought this was going to be a lot longer of a video to have to install this, but it was pretty easy, so it didn't last long. Hopefully this helps some people. Sorry about the camera footage and turning it and not turning it. Like I said, I have to figure all that out still. Some videos are just better than others, I guess, especially when I go live. The settings on my phone itself are different, and I can only see so much because my screen is cracked, and like I said, about the only button I can really press is the camera button, because it's in the bottom left corner. But I should have a new phone coming shortly. Good job, Mike and Sonny. See you soon. Alright, Jim, thank you. I'll see you soon, man. I'm gonna message you once my or I'll call you or message you once my phone is fixed. I gotta do an insurance claim, so in a couple days it should come, and I'll be able to get a hold of you. Copy that. Alright, cool. Alright, I am going to get out of here myself. Like I said, I hope this helps you out again. It's a very simple process. You'll be able to get a full, better view of this once it's up on the stand, and it's out of here. This room is, like I said, it's elongated, so there's only so much room to deal with. And I was changing, before my dad passed away, I was changing some things around. I was getting a different furniture for down here that was more comfortable, and just doing different things that he was kind of involved in. But I at some point I'll give you guys a complete update of this tank, and hopefully this tank will be moved into that back room there. the kid was down here, now he's upstairs, so it's gonna change some things and open up some space to do some different things with tanks. But alright, my phone is pretty much dead. The screen is cracked. I'm gonna try to X out of here somehow. Hopefully this helped. See you guys later. Sure you want to stop the stream there?